Welcome to BaseballGuys.com. I'm your host on this Friday, the 23rd of September, Ray Flowers. Let's start off with, it's a funny story, but at the same time it's a sad story. Situation with the Marlins closer, Leo Nunez, is that he's been sent home. His season's done. He's now back in the Dominican Republic. He'll finish the year with 36 saves. Ratios aren't very good, but 36 saves and 42 opportunities for the Marlins closer. Why is he no longer with the club? Why did he leave a week early? Well, it turns out he's not actually Leo Nunez, he's actually Juan Carlos Oviedo. And not only that, he's not 28 years old, he's 29 years old. Apparently the Marlins have been aware of the situation for a couple of months now, but he's got to go home, he's got to straighten this all out. Name change, age change. A lot of players from foreign countries have tended to do this to make themselves look like better prospects. Obviously, if you're a 16-year-old doing this, it looks a lot better in terms of projecting you out forward than if you're an 18 or 19-year-old. Hopefully this situation can be resolved. Nunez had a big-time struggle to start the second half. He actually righted the ship pretty well at the end toward the season. And again, he's done a fairly good job the last 2 seasons as the Marlins closer. Guy who's always done a good job, whether it was playing second base, third base, or shortstop, is the Rangers' Michael Young. And all he's doing is what he always does, and that is being a damn good offensive baseball player. Currently, he's hitting .335, which is only 6 points behind Adrian Gonzalez for the best mark in the American League. He's already got 104 RBIs, which is a career best, and he's also had a 6th season of at least 200 hits. Young continues to get it done. You draft him every year thinking, well, maybe this will be the year he starts to slow down a little bit. Just hasn't happened, folks. He does only have 11 home runs. That's a concern if you're looking for him to produce 20, but you can't complain about his overall production. It's been there yet again for, let's just say it, the best player in the history of the Rangers. Pablo Sandoval, well, he's not the best player in the history of the Giants, but he does have a chance to be the best third baseman the team has ever produced. He's lighter on his feet this year because he's lost some weight. He does display on occasion Gold Glove caliber tendencies in the field, though we got a couple of issues with that. Number one, he has gained some of the weight back. Some estimates are that he's getting about half the weight back he lost during the offseason training program. That is something he's going to have to continue to monitor because he's one of those guys at his age shouldn't be 40, 50 pounds overweight. Secondly, he's got a shoulder issue. Now, it's precluding him from batting right-handed right now, so he's just not able to do that. He may have to have surgery in the offseason to correct the issue. No one thinks it's a long-term situation, but it is something that's lingering and hindering him a bit at the moment, though it's not stopping him when he is at the dish. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season. He's hitting .311 with 23 home runs. Remember, he hit .330 with 25 home runs a couple of seasons ago. Big difference here is he's got 111 games played this season. He had 153 played 2 years ago. He's been phenomenal, hitting over .320. He's got 15 home runs in the second half of the season. Pablo Sandoval is back. He's proved the 2009 season was not a fluke. It was the 2010 season that was the outlier. Look for Sandoval to easily be a top 10 option at third base next season. And with all the uncertainty at that position, there might even be some leagues where he goes in the top 5. Matt Kemp, he's going to go probably in the top 5 overall in every draft next season, and why shouldn't he? He's been phenomenal all season long for the Dodgers. Got a chance to go 40-40 with the big final week of the season. But have you realized he's got a chance to win the Triple Crown? He leads the National League in RBIs with 118. That's 5 more than Ryan Howard. He's only 1 home run behind Albert Pujols for the home run lead, 37-36. And though he's behind Braun and Jose Reyes in batting average, he's only 4 points behind the National League batting average. A big final week of the season for Matt Kemp, and we could have one of the quietest Triple Crown seasons ever in the history of baseball. Ryan Howard, who I mentioned there, by the way, had that ankle issue. He's going to be back in the lineup now for the Phillies. The Phillies have 6 games left. They need Howard to find his swing after he spent some time on the sidelines trying to get that ankle healed. Look for him to play most of, if not all of the games the rest of the way, and to get a lot of at-bats to lock himself down for what the Phillies hope is a long run into the postseason. And then finally, we've got the case of Matt Moore. Now, all we hear about from everyone is Stephen Strasburg, Stephen Strasburg, Stephen Strasburg. Matt Moore is the left-handed version of Stephen Strasburg, folks. Throws, a little bit slower than Strasburg. His average fastball's in the 93 to 95 range, where, Strasburg obviously can get it up a little higher than that. But Matt Moore had the best curveball of any pitcher in the minor leagues. It's already an elite level pitch at the big league level, and he displayed those talents last night against the Yankees. The Yankees did sit some players in the game, but still, Moore pitched in his 5 innings and got 11 strikeouts. 11 strikeouts in 5 innings, folks. He's looked great so far, 15 strikeouts and 9 1/3 innings with the Rays. His ERA is under 3, his whip is under 1.3 in his limited work this season. Matt Moore next season, after dominating some big league hitters and completely destroying minor league hitters this season, has a legitimate chance to obviously open the season in the Rays rotation, to win the AL Rookie of the Year award. And like I said it again, Stephen Strasburg, Matt Moore, one's righty, one's lefty. Not much of a difference in terms of what you should expect from each of these guys next season. I'm Ray Flowers, BaseballGuys.com. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.